The Google Pixel 10 Pro 40 has officially arrived, and this is the biggest, most powerful non-foldable Pixel yet. Pre-orders are already open, with shipping starting in early September. If you're waiting for the Pixel 10 Pro Fold, that one is coming later in October. But today, we're focusing on the real star of the lineup, the Pixel 10 Pro XL. This is the device with the largest screen, the most advanced features, and, if history repeats itself, possibly the one that gets some exclusive AI updates down the line. So, is this phone worth your attention and money? Let's break it all down, starting with what's new. Specs and design. The Pixel 10 Pro XL is powered by Google's brand new Tensor G5 chip, built on a 3nm process. That means around a 30% performance boost compared to last year's Pixel 9 Pro XL. On paper, that's a solid improvement, and it should make AI-driven tasks even smoother. Design-wise, not much has changed. If you've seen the Pixel 9 Pro XL, you'll find this very familiar. It's got the signature camera bar across the back, a polished metal frame, a matte glass finish, and super thin bezels. The phone feels premium in hand with rounded edges and a balanced weight, though it's slightly heavier than before. That's mainly because of the larger battery and a new magnetic ring inside for wireless charging and Google's new Pixel Snap accessories. Color options include Moonstone, a sleek gray, Porcelain, a creamy off-white, Obsidian, classic black, and the standout, Jade. That's a unique mix of a gold frame with a green back, and honestly, it might be the best-looking Pixel color. Yet, display and biometrics up front. You're getting a 6.8-inch OLED panel that Google calls a Super Actua display. The highlight here is consistency. Colors and contrasts stay accurate even at high brightness. Speaking of brightness, it now peaks at an impressive 3,300 nits, which is 10% higher than last year. That makes it great for outdoor use. Security-wise, it keeps the same combo as before, an under-display fingerprint scanner and face unlock. But what's cool is that Google uses AI to make face unlock secure enough for financial apps, even without dedicated infrared sensors. Cameras now. Let's talk about cameras, because that's always a big deal with Pixels. Hardware-wise, it's the familiar setup, a 50-megapixel main sensor, a 48-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 48-megapixel telephoto with 5x periscope zoom. But where things get exciting is the software. Google has introduced a new version of Super Race Zoom, and this time, it goes up to 100x magnification. Yes, you heard that right. Pixel is now officially joining the Zoom wars. AI steps in to clean up the details, making long-range shots look surprisingly usable. You still get those trademark Pixel photos with vibrant colors, excellent dynamic range, and sharp details. Video performance is strong too. Footage looks sharp and natural, and there's active mode for extra stabilization, though you'll have to drop down from 4K to use it. Performance. The Tensor G5 chip is the biggest change this year. This is the first processor fully designed by Google and built by TSMC. It's 30% faster, and GPU performance is also up by around 25%. That said, benchmarks show that while it beats last year's Pixel, it still trails behind heavyweights like the Galaxy S25 Ultra and iPhone 16 Pro Max in raw power. But here's the thing, Pixel phones have never been about winning benchmark charts. They're optimized for real-world use, and they feel fast, smooth, and responsive. Software and AI. On the software side, the Pixel 10 Pro XL launches with Android 16. There are a bunch of new AI-driven features here. For example, live translation during phone calls is more natural than ever. Camera Coach will guide you on framing shots. One of the biggest new features is Magic Queue. The phone can read the context of what's on your screen, like emails, texts, or calendar entries, and suggest one-tap replies when someone asks you a question. And all of this is processed on-device for privacy. You can also edit photos with simple voice commands, like asking it to remove glare or adjust the sky. There's Pixel Journal, a smart journaling app, and Gemini Live now works with your camera. For AI-powered assistance, battery and charging. The Pixel 10 Pro XL comes with a 5200 mAh battery, slightly bigger than before. Charging also gets an upgrade. Wired charging now goes up to 45 watts, and wireless charging is better than ever thanks to Chat2 and Chat2Point to support. With the magnets inside, the phone can snap perfectly onto compatible chargers. Google is also launching Pixel Snap accessories, like chargers, stands, and grips, and third-party makers will likely add wallets and power banks too. Should you buy it? So, should you buy the Pixel 10 Pro XL right now? Here's the bottom line. The big upgrades are the Tensor G5 chip, 100x zoom, and a handful of exclusive AI features. But overall, it's not a massive leap from the Pixel 9 Pro XL if Google brings most of the Android 16 features to last year's model. You might save some money by sticking with or buying the older version. Still, if you want the very latest Pixel experience, especially in that gorgeous jade color, the Pixel 10 Pro XL is definitely the one to get.